Joe Budden has recently turned himself in for the alleged beating of his girlfriend. A couple seasons ago of Love and Hip Hop New York, we had Rocky Thunder on here and said that Joe, there was some sort of altercation that you sort of saw on camera, and she said that Joe really put his hands on her.
Okay.
Really kind of like, I think like grabbed her by the neck and some other shit and stuff like that. So you've been hearing kind of tinges of this.
Right, like there's a pattern.
There's a bit of a pattern, based on what we've seen in the media and so forth. And of course, you can compare it to situations like Chris Brown and Rihanna and so forth. And Joe, of course, has completely denied everything. There was a manhunt out for a little while, NYPD, but I guess he's now turned himself in and so forth. What do you think about this whole situation?
Well, I don't like to comment on certain things without enough information. What I'll say is a man shouldn't be putting his hands on a woman, but at the same time, I feel that some women will cross a certain line that shouldn't be crossed, and if you cross that line, regardless who you are, man or woman, you should expect to get hands put on you by whoever you cross that line with. It's like we live in, okay, they keep people weak, right? They want you to be weak. They don't want you to have discipline in this world, except in certain cases. They have us living such a carefree life, da-da-da-da-da, but then when your girl slaps you, right, all of a sudden they want you to have discipline, like Jay-Z showed some discipline in that elevator, but that's rare. Like a lot of people don't have the discipline to be that person who rises above a certain situation the way you might want them to. You see, you should be better than that, never hit a woman. Like, we're not growing our people with that type of discipline, so why would you expect that type of discipline from people?
Have you ever hit a woman?
In my life?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, when I was younger and insecure and
Like young meaning?
Like in my 20s. Teenager and shit like that.
Teenager, early 20s?
Yeah.
Well, when you say hit, open hand, closed hand?
Open hand, never close hand.
Okay,
never
so you've slapped women before?
Yeah. Might have shook the shit out of a couple girls in my life. But
so what led up to you slapping a woman?
Just trying to, someone that just knows how to push your buttons at the time. You know what I mean? When you're just like, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And they're just, and you're like, yo, I'm telling you, you better shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, leave me the fuck alone. We're not going to talk about this. Nah, fuck that. We're going to talk about this now. You know, and it's just like, shit like that. But upon reflection, as you get older, you start to see certain things, like why you would put your hands on a woman, or why you would feel any kind of jealousy, or all different kind of stuff. Like if you really reflect and learn from your mistakes, you'll have certain revelations that you go through. And where I'm at now, there's no woman that could ever probably get me to that point where they push my buttons like that, because my emotions aren't as, I guess my frontal lobe is more developed than when you're young too. I mean, all of that has something to do with it. So yeah, listen, I'm not no fucking, holy person or some shit. Like, I fuck up just like any other motherfucker. That's why I can speak from experience. Like, you know what I mean? When I tell you some shit, it's because I done been through the shit. Like, you know what I mean? I fuck up just like anybody else. And yes, I've fucked up in my past, and hopefully I learned from the shit. But yeah, I'm not proud of it. But yes, absolutely, I have.